Okay, so for week 2 of winter anime shows to continue, we can talk about some anime I've been watching this week. So yeah, I've been watching most of the popular stuff, Jujutsu Kaisen, an insane episode with Maki. Frieren kind of continues to be strong, just like the journey. It feels so real, like the storytelling is amazing, and the camaraderie with everyone going place to place just feels so funny and familiar. And yeah, a lot of stuff has been high quality, like, Kai-chan isn't scary, Journal with Witch, which is also like, a really great story. So yeah, with that, let's get started. So yeah, starting with Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah, Culling Games episode 4 out here. An insane episode focused on Maki. Very highly anticipated episode. I was looking forward to this. I thought the anime, like, it was beautiful, bro. The actual animation was beautiful. I did have problems with the direction, unfortunately. Also the pacing, because yeah, like this episode was 28 minutes long, but I felt like it kind of needed some room to breathe because we were kind of skipping the scene to scene. I had the manga context to like guide me, but imagine you're just an anime only, you'd probably be a bit confused. Also, I thought the Toji panels were unfortunately like really quick. Like, show our boy for a bit, let's see the comparison. I know it's about Maki, but like we just kind of need to know how strong she got. But like we see it for like a tenth of a second for like a couple frames, and then there was another scene where he was like kind of blurry. So yeah, I thought like the artistic direction, it didn't really land this episode, unfortunately, because yeah, I guess a good amount of source material fans are disappointed because this is one of the rare moments in Jujutsu Kaisen where we actually get like character development, kind of like an emotional like evolution of something. Like, this is Maki like killing her whole like clan, her whole family, going Itachi style. So yeah, we kind of probably needed a bit more explanation on it, but things kind of like happen a bit abruptly because of the pacing. But besides that, I'll talk about the good stuff first. I'll like kind of go through the episode and then I'll talk about my nitpicks. So yeah, basically Maki, she's going to the Zenin household to get weapons. So yeah, that's like her mission right now for the Culling Games, to prepare, because yeah, she needs weapons to fight, I guess. She has access to Megami's storehouse because Megami is the head of the Zenin clan. So she got the keys, and I guess she's just gonna go pick up some weapons. She gets bullied by a bit of the Zenin people, so yeah, now he is there, his feet playing the piano. It was like a funny scene with him just like mocking Maki. It's nice that he got his ass beat at the end of this episode, but yeah, basically, yeah, Maki's in the Zenin household, and everyone's just like giving her shit. Her mom's yelling at her. We see Naoya, like, there's like a flashback where he was like bullying Maki. Although, like, I also didn't like how this was like directed because it was kind of blurry, zoomed out. Also, at the same time, something you notice in this episode, people kind of go scene to scene, and when they talk, you don't really see the characters talking that much. It's more of like the camera pans to like background shots to like, I guess, add to the artistic like vision of what's going on around them instead of like seeing the actual characters talking. And again, it didn't really land for me this episode. But besides that, Maki goes into a storehouse. She sees that it is actually a trap. Her dad wants to kill her. And they also want to kill Megami and Mai at the same time because they're all impeding them. It's like a political struggle. Like, people don't care about family in the Zenin household. It's more about being the head of the clan. And then yeah, since now Bito died, like there's like power struggle here. So basically Maki's dad is waiting for her in the storehouse. We see that he also kind of stabbed Mai in the stomach. So yeah, she's bleeding out. So yeah, Maki's like, okay, I'm gonna fight you, dad. She pulls out her sword. She has like this like kind of bone cursed weapon, kind of cool weapon. And a quick fight scene with her and her dad, and then she cuts her dad's sword. Maki got the battle intellect, calculating. Her dad's like, bitch, I ain't a swordsman. I'm a sorcerer. So yeah, he has like this firepower, so he can like extend his blade through fire. And he just like kind of slashes Maki when she's unexpecting it. So her and Mai are injured. The dad kind of throws them into like this cursed pit filled with like cursed spirits, and they're about to die. And this is when Mai sacrifices herself. He's like, okay, I knew this was happening. So Mai kind of summons them into the beach together. And this is kind of like Mai's farewell parting words, where she uses her creation power to create this like kind of feathered sword for Maki. And at the same time, she gives us the kind of dump about twins, actually. So it's like pretty interesting in the lore, where twins are kind of treated as the same being. So if two twins are like different, like Maki has a heavenly restriction and Mai has cursed energy, it's gonna like weaken Maki. So Maya's like, if I die, I'll take all the cursed energy with you, so you'll have your full heavenly restriction unlocked. So yeah, the reason Maki was like kind of weak, not her full potential, is because yeah, she was like binded to Mai. Mai sacrifices herself, creates this cool sword for Maki, and tells her, destroy everything. Gives her this mission to kill everybody, bro. It's kind of extreme, no? I guess she has to kind of free herself from the abuse, destroy the patriarchy, like this toxic system. So yeah, she gets a sword, kills all the cursed spirits around her, kills her dad, instantly one-shots him, cuts his head off. That was brutal. And now it's like a Kill Bill scene out here. He's killing all the fodder kind of Zenin people that are just like warriors with no curse energy. Slices them up with her sword. I know people were complaining about the music. I was as well. Like I had other complaints because of the Toji panel. So I didn't really notice how like annoying the music was. But yeah, also Kill Bill homage. So basically Maki killing all these like fodder people, and then the Hei shows up. So the Hei are kind of like, you know, grade 1 level sorcerers. They're pretty strong. They have their own techniques. I thought the Hei in the anime was done like extremely well. Kind of like added to the battle. Like we see this dude summoning giant hands, a dude with a sword, the dude with the eye paralyzed Ranta, and then Jinya with the fist. All of that was animated super well, and I thought the music in this fight was like also like pretty hype. So basically they're fighting on these giant hands that were summoned by one of the guys. A lot of explosions and dust clouds. You see like the final stand with this guy Jinichi and Ranta. So Ranta's like kind of like the younger kid. He has a cool power. Like it's just like this huge eye paralyze. It looks like it's crushing Maki, but she's like flexing, trying to break free. And then we see Jinichi coming in to like kind of punch her while she's frozen. The problem is, bro, this dude is aura farming. This was also a weird decision because in the manga he was running to Maki, but here's just like walking slowly while Ranta is holding her back and he's bleeding and dying. Like Jinichi, this ate the time. I was like surprised why they did that. It was like really funny though. But also like when he used his power, that was hype. Like it was just like a bunch of like One Punch Man fists, and then she actually survives this. But yeah, it looks like Jinichi just like destroyed the whole area. And then yeah, Maki beheaded him. So yeah, Maki beats all the Hei. Now it's time for Naoya. So he's like the final villain here. He's actually pretty strong, you know, like really fast. Although yeah, his punches do no damage apparently. At least in the anime, he's punching Maki like a billion times because yeah, he's using his power so quickly. So yeah, Naoya is also mad at Maki because he actually idolized Toji. When he first saw him, he thought like, damn, this dude is him. So he thinks Maki is an imposter. He's also misogynist. So he's like, bro, you can't be Toji. So yeah, he's just like beating her ass. She actually has to take it because yeah, she's trying to adapt to the 24 frames per second ability. But yeah, with her new body, she's able to like kind of learn. She actually like stands her ground, does like the sumo pose, and kind of dares Naoya to hit her. So yeah, Naoya activates his power on her, tries to hit her from behind. She actually turns around, is able to do like a 24 frames per second punch on him, and he just like beats him one hit. This scene was like extremely well animated, you know, showing Naoya's power. Although again, a lot of these fights are super excessive, like Naoya throwing Maki through mountains. It was kind of insane, the scale of everything. But basically, final stand, Maki punches Naoya, defeats him, doesn't kill him though. So yeah, his skull is like cracked, but he's still alive. But then yeah, she kills her mom, who's just like kind of just like standing there, a civilian. Also pretty brutal. And then the mom stabs Naoya. It was also like pretty abrupt. So yeah, I thought like again the pacing, just like we go scene from scene pretty fast. And yeah, basically everyone in the Zenin clan is dead. We see her carrying Mai outside. And also there's like some dialogue epilogue thing. After everyone in the household died, she also like hunted down the people that weren't there. So yeah, that's it. That's the episode. You know, insane fights with Maki. But yeah, I thought like the emotional moments suffered. I thought, you know, some of the direction I wasn't a big fan of. But the thing is, you know, the manga still exists. So like it's one thing if you think it's like an unfaithful adaptation, but you could just go back to the manga. Like I can definitely understand some of the disappointments because this was my favorite arc in the manga. Like having Maki just like beat up her whole clan, one of the rare kind of character moments in Jujutsu Kaisen. But the anime episode like turned it into like kind of like an action spectacle and kind of rush like any type of explanation or like character moments. Also yeah, Toji panels, like come on bro. They did 1-to-1 with all three of them are releasing 120% of their power. But the Maki Toji comparison we got was like a tenth of a second. Like that was like literally my main issue. Like if that panel was actually like somewhat more visible, I'd probably not even be complaining at all. But that's it for Jujutsu Kaisen this week. Probably more insane fights coming up in the future. Also after that, we have Frieren Beyond Journey's End Season 2, Episode 2. What an amazing episode. Like every episode of Frieren just like feels so comfy. Just like experiencing the story in this world. It flows so well. So yeah, the squad, we're still going on like adventures each episode. There seems to be like 2 things happening per episode so far. So first one, we see the squad, they go into this village in the north. They have to clean the hero statue. So yeah, we think it's another statue of Himmel. Sure, okay, we'll clean it, you know, get some spells out here. This guy will offer Frieren a spell to itch her back. It looks like the twist is that this isn't the Himmel statue. It's a statue of another hero. We have no idea who it is. It's the hero of the south. He's kind of like this dude with a mustache. So yeah, some random dude, I guess, but nah, this guy is him. He has aura. So he's actually the strongest hero. Like he's stronger than Himmel. And he can like predict the future, or he can see the future. So the thing is, like Himmel got all the credit, not this guy. But yeah, Frieren actually knows the story about this guy. And it looks like the people in this village, they like kind of respect him because, yeah, you saved the people on the north from like the 7 sages. And then, yeah, we also get some lore. Aura was one of the 7 sages, so her and someone else got away. But then Frieren and her squad killed 2 of them. And then the hero of the south, he killed 3 of them. Plus this 4th guy who can actually also predict the future. So it's like future sight versus future sight. Have like overpowered abilities, but yeah, they showed off the hero of the south's kind of like final stand. He was able to beat Schlatt, who was like the demon that could see in the future. And yeah, it was nice. It wasn't really like a flashy action scene. It was just like framed very well in the story. Everyone telling us about this guy, the atmosphere was set up really well to like kind of make him like a big deal. And then yeah, he also told Frieren, since I can see the future, I know you're gonna defeat the demon lord. You're gonna do it with Himmel and he'll change your life. So yeah, just like feels good like seeing like kind of flashbacks of her past. Now she like kind of appreciates all these moments. And then yeah, they cleaned the statue. So a great story there. Second story in this episode, Frieren and the squad, they go to a new city. And then Frieren's acting kind of weird because she's usually like chilling in the city, going to every shop, trying to take her time, stay months. But here she just wants to go shopping and leave in a day. Doesn't want to check out any of the magic shops. Sturk and Fern are kind of concerned. Like, isn't she acting kind of weird? Well, it's because one of the nobles in the city, they actually know Frieren. She actually like helped the great grandfather here. And she has a bad feeling because she has to help this guy too. So yeah, it looks like the great grandfather had a sword. The family had like this like kind of magic demon sword. And it keeps getting stolen by demons. So Frieren and her party with Himmel, they rescued the sword the first time, but it was like a whole journey. They didn't know where to go. So this time Frieren's getting PTSD because yeah, she has to do the same thing, recover the sword. So basically they go into like this kind of abandoned village. We see there's like fires, everything is in ruins, and then there's graves being dug. And then we see like there's this hooded waifu priest also showing up here. So yeah, she's like to everyone that the sword demon kind of killed everyone here. So yeah, I'm just here to offer a prayer. This seems very fishy. Only Frieren is kind of picking up on this. They start trying to pray and then Frieren starts blasting. When she smells a demon, she's not holding back. So she blasts one of the graves and she sees that it's empty. So we see that the demon, like this waifu priest is actually the demon and she ate all the people from the village. And then yeah, she also has the sword. So she starts attacking everybody, dodges a lot of Frieren's magic blasts, and also like kind of blocks them with the sword. The sword is pretty strong, and this fight scene, it was like pretty quick, like 30-second fight scene, but it was like beautifully executed in the story. We see this demon kind of like almost like slashing Fern, but then Sturk saves her. And then yeah, Frieren also just like flies into air, orbital laser blasts her. And then, you know, this demon is dead. They recover the sword. Tells us a story about the sword, how it keeps getting stolen, but then, you know, humans, they want to keep it. It's probably safer to like get rid of it, but also it's like better to actually like not give it to the demons too, because like if a demon has the sword, they might go on a rampage. So there's some cool kind of lore there in this episode with the sword. And besides that, yeah, Frieren also got another spell for like kind of saving the sword. It's to turn a red apple into a green apple. Yeah, good for her. After that, Medalist is also airing now. So yeah, we have 1 episode just like started this season. So yeah, season 2 of Medalist. If you haven't seen season 1, very cute sports anime. A shy Bochi the Rock kind of character that's trying to like make the Olympics, reach that level. Her name is Inori, and then yeah, she has this trainer as well. It's kind of inspirational because it's like even if you're kind of too old, past your prime, you can still like have big dreams and maybe execute them. I know it was pretty popular, and then here, yeah, just like the story's kind of continuing with like Inori trying to go to the next level. Like she wants to reach the Olympics, so yeah, she has to do a lot of like kind of competitions in Japan. Here they're like kind of competing for like this all Japan competition as well. So yeah, all the novice ice skaters, they're like kind of showing off, trying to be the best. There's a lot of new characters we get introduced in this first episode, pretty much like a setup episode, but a lot of like cute funny moments as well. There's also like the goat of ice skating here. Her name is Hikaru. So she seems to be like kind of a friend but rival character as well. So yeah, Inori wants to reach her level. It looks like Hikaru is like going to Russia too because she's just that good. Like she doesn't need to like compete in Japan. She's already qualified for everything. So yeah, there's some rivalries being set up, like kind of like a cute continuation. Also, after that, we have Oshinoko Season 3, Episode 2. New opening. Bro, this is, like, the best opening this season. The visuals go so crazy. Yeah, a lot of, like, insane kind of dark references in the opening. And then, yeah, the song's, like, a banger as well. Nothing kind of crazy is happening yet. But, yeah, basically, Ruby's trying to get more famous in the entertainment industry. Because to know who her actual dad is, to know, like, you know, the killer of everybody, she has to get more famous. So she has, like, more connections with everybody. She's also talking to Ai's manager, her kind of, like, father figure that was in a relationship with Miyako. So he's also like kind of giving her some inside tips. We see a guy here who's kind of like working overtime. He's like suffering. The management sucks. So Ruby's trying to like help him. So basically he has to kind of do things last minute, very quick, like very bad communication with the higher ups. This one, there's like a cosplay event, but then they don't really have the legal rights for like the Tokyo Blade cosplay. So they have to like last minute change the cosplay, like contact everybody that they hired for the news segment to like switch cosplays to something legally distinct. It's like very bad. So yeah, this dude is having a hard time. Ruby's trying to like help him, but yeah, basically I guess we're focusing on him. But yeah, Oshinoko continues. Quality is insane still, looks really good. And yeah, I really love the new opening. Also after that we have Fire Force Season 3 Part 2 Episode 3. Here kind of like a cute world building episode. Also Shinra is Jesus actually. So yeah, they kind of like explain everything here. Basically after Benimaru's explosive fight with the other like kind of older fire general, it looks like the moon kind of just like transformed into the Soul Eater moon. Has a face on it, and then they explain everything with like the moon and the water as they get closer to the Adela world. So like people think like, oh, the moon is kind of cartoony, made out of cheese. I guess like here it's like a smiling face on the moon, and then they kind of go deeper with this theory where like that's why everyone in the past like they look like humans but now they look like anime style, because that's what people's perceptions are. They kind of think of things as stereotypes or like kind of quick easy things to remember, and then that's what the Adela world is. It's like your perception. So like the collective perception of things, like it's kind of like a persona thing. A lot of other stuff does that, but yeah, Fire Force is doing that too. So yeah, we got more lore in the point of view of Sho and Arrow. It's kind of cute like their vibe here, because yeah, they escaped the underground, the evangelists, and now they're just like walking on the street. And it looks like Sho's like having fun being a little kid. So basically they're going to get intel on Sho's mom actually, because he thinks like his family might have a clue on like what these pillars are. He realizes that he has no dad. His mom is a Virgin Mary, so she gave birth twice with no father. And it was like really cool seeing like Shinra's mom backstory. We didn't really know much about her, but yeah, I love her from this. So yeah, she had Shinra first, and then no one believed her that she had like a teenage pregnancy. Like her family just like disowned her. So basically it was rough seeing her kind of do everything, but she was trying to be positive. Shinra is Jesus. Everyone wanted a savior. They thought of it. So yeah, like Shinra came through. So basically that's what we have here. Sho learning the backstory of his mom, and us just like learning that the Adela world is just like, you know, people's perceptions on things. And as it gets closer to Tokyo, as all 8 pillars are there, all the evangelists want like people's perception to be like them burning. I guess that's how they kill everyone and have like the whole world just like be on fire, just be closer to the Adela world. So yeah, decent lore episode. Like I think the pacing is like really fine so far. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in the future. So after that we have Chain Soldier Season 2 Episode 3. Cool episode, more characters with their powers. So yeah, you know, characters are training right now, other divisions getting stronger. And now we see a new general here. Her name is Yakumo. She has wind powers, and she also loves groping everybody. And it looks like her goal is to have a harem with all the other Mato generals, like with Tenka and Kyoka. But then she also borrows Yuki as well, kind of like uses his power. So since she has wind powers, like her and Yuki can fly actually. He has like this winged form. And then they can fly like really fast basically. It's not really super innovative, but I guess if they have to go places really quickly, then they'll be able to do that. So basically, yeah, Yakumo's getting close to Yuki. It looks like this will be a pattern. Other commanders also like kind of want to use his power, and then yeah, she gives him a reward. She just like kind of gropes him, takes his clothes off. So, like kind of like cute bonding moment there, I guess. And then she also wants to add him to her harem. We also have Sentenced to be a Hero Episode 3. You know, story continues very good, just like seeing all our heroes just like sacrificing their lives. So basically last episode they're kind of like trying to dig like this tunnel, and then we see there's like other miners in the tunnel they have to rescue because there's like a demon lord in there. We see Xylo kind of throwing his swords around. Cool fight scene as everyone just like defeats all the monsters. But then yeah, they keep coming because there's this other kind of worm-like demon lord in here as well. So yeah, Tearita comes in, the god, and then yeah, she like kind of saves everyone as like there are more monsters coming in. She throws like kind of magic fire swords at them and just like destroys everyone. And then finally like the demon lord actually shows up. It's kind of like this plant lady, and then she has like a bunch of vines around her, but she also has like this kind of paralyzing scream. And then the other heroes, one of the king guys and one of the crazy guys, they jump around, giving him an opportunity to kind of cut and burn the demon lord. So yeah, you know, good job for them. It's kind of sad that yeah, they had to sacrifice themselves, but I guess that's the point of the story. But yeah, I guess cool mission with Xylo. He's able to kind of like save people, be a good guy, and you know, get close to his goddess. Also, it looks like the commander lady Kivia, she's also like warming up to him as well. Also after that we have Shiboyugi, the Death Game anime. So yeah, our main girl Yuki, she's kind of like solving these games so easily, helping people as well, because like they'll owe her favors. So there's the girl that stepped on the minefield last episode. She's the one that's kind of smart. So yeah, her team kind of left her for dead there, but we see that like even though her legs are like dismembered, she's still alive. So Yuki kind of rescues her. She carries her around, is able to like kind of go to like the path to the exit. So they're able to clear the games kind of easily. We see that like throughout this kind of minefield tunnel, there's actually like a wolf at the end as well. So they're able to avoid the wolf because it looks like the wolf attacked the other group. One of the other ladies, that was the other leader that had like beef with Yuki. She loses her arm. So while Yuki helps the other girl, she kind of separates from them and is now gloating to the girl who lost her arm. We see she has like some type of inferiority complex because like she wanted to be perfect, but like she kept making mistakes. It looks like she keeps making excuses for not being perfect. She's trying to be perfect. And then every time she makes a mistake, it's like kind of trauma for her. So yeah, these girls going through internal trauma, bro, playing these death games is like kind of funny and interesting. So it looks like she's just like hiding in this corner, hiding from the wolf that took her arm. But then Yuki finds her and is like, I'll help you if you apologize to me. It's like, damn, this girl holds a grudge. But at the end of the day, it's like, she's not really doing anything wrong. So interesting, spicy developments in these games. I like following Yuki. Also, after that, we have Fate, Strange Fake, insane fights here, Gilgamesh, Archer, and then Ryder as well. So yeah, I love these kind of like new characters out here. So yeah, I think it's revealed the some of the characters here. Ryder is Hippolyta, and then she was actually murdered by Archer. Archer, I think he's not Hercules, he's Alcides. So yeah, he hates the gods, and now he's like kind of like this dark red archer with chains on him, kind of badass design. So basically, yeah, you know, more historical figures out here. Gilgamesh is still out here too. So yeah, we see Archer kind of like target them in the city. So now Gilgamesh is trying to 1v1, but then Hippolyta is also here for revenge because it looks like Alcides killed her. And yeah, these are all kind of like insane introductory fights so far. The plot is still like up in the air so far, but yeah, also Saber gets closer to Ayaka. She doesn't want anything to do with him. He joins like this rock band, and it's like a funny scene with them talking. He also like tells her his true name. So he's like King Richard Lionheart. So yeah, we end the episode there. There's like more servant reveals. And I guess the Holy Grail War continues. That's it for most of the shows I watched this week. There's like some other cute episodes, like the kind of cleaning slice of life anime. So it looks like our girl, she actually overslept. So a lot of the people outside of her store kind of concerned, and then the high school boy like goes up her window to kind of wake her up. And yeah, besides that, she kind of like repaired one of the other kind of banners, so she gives that. And yeah, just like exploring in her city, chilling, looking at fireworks because there's like a festival coming up. We have Tune Into Midnight Heart. Here our main character Yamabuki, he's helping the VTuber girl, Kirino. So she has a problem expressing herself because she's like very monotonous. She, even though she is like happy trying to smile, like she can't express that in her VTuber avatar. And then there's also a problem because like, yeah, people aren't going to tune into her. She's not going to grow if, you know, people think she's boring like that. So yeah, she's trying to show more emotions. It looks like, you know, Yamabuki's helping her, but then also they kind of like speed run this by having her kind of like have a new model change, but also like just like being stuck because like she's camera shy. At the same time, Yamabuki turns off the camera, starts like kind of motivating her as she kind of like expresses stuff about her life. But then the microphone was still on, even though the camera's off. So it looks like the audience is able to hear her kind of like personal feelings. And then he's actually taking advantage of that. He's like, that's how you enhance your views and your personality as a VTuber. You let people hear leaks about your real life. So now that kind of helped her kind of be herself. And yeah, she's able to smile for the camera. So yeah, more developments with the girls. I assume next week will be the other girl he didn't help, the news anchor. So yeah, I guess we gotta see. Also, we have Scum of the Brave. Pretty cute show so far. It's like nice setup with our characters. It's pretty much Yashiro. He's kind of just like a washed up hero. He's like a loner, but then all these high school girls are trying to train under him. So it's just like a funny dynamic with everybody. I'm kind of looking forward to each episode because I love the characters and just like want them to get along. Hopefully he teaches the girls, but yeah, we'll see. Also, interestingly enough, I just realized the author of this story is the same as Sentenced to Be a Hero. So he has 2 shows airing this season. And yeah, again, that's it for most of the shows. Like all the top shows continue to deliver. I yapped a lot about Jujutsu Kaisen. Like hopefully in the future, we don't sacrifice like character moments for flashy lights and action. But even still, you know, people will enjoy the anime. The action is insane. But yeah, besides that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace.